everybody. I just got done working out and I thought for a minute about going up and like getting ready before I did this live stream, but I realized that I have an appointment in 20 minutes to get Botox. See, I really need it. So I'm showing up as I am. Just worked out, sweaty, sports bra, backyard, out of breath, all the things. Hello. So I've had a lot of questions from you all in the DMs. The DMs are lit right now. About why I named my new program ckWithable. People are genuinely curious. Some people have been offended that I'm swearing on the internet, but I'd say the overwhelming majority have been genuinely curious, and I've gotten a lot of messages like, oh my God, your branding for this program is badass. I love it. Why did you name it that? So I decided to come on here to explain it because it's actually a pretty intense story. And for those of you who don't know me or my story, it could take days to tell you everything, but I'll give you the condensed version here of why I decided to call my program ckWithable, which is kind of crazy in internet terms because I cannot run Facebook ads to it because it has a swear word in it, but I'm pretty confident that it's going to fill up without Facebook ads. In fact, I know it will. And I'm going to tell you why I named it that and why that's important to me. So a few years ago, well, we'll go back 10 years. 10 years ago, I had my third child, and 8 weeks after he was born, his father passed away, tragically. His father was an alcoholic, and there was an accidental overdose, and he passed away, leaving me widowed with 3 kids. I had 8-year-old twins and an 8-week-old newborn at the time. Fast forward a few years later, I met someone, had another baby, got married. That didn't last, ended up getting divorced, and fell into a really, really, really bad time. And this is really an intimate thing for me to share, but I feel like it's important to put out there. I fell into my own struggle with alcohol and drugs, and I really went down a really dark, dismal path for a couple of years. And by the grace of God, or whatever you want to call it, I had a moment of clarity. And, you know, after I had caused a lot of damage in my life and in the life of people around me, I had a moment of clarity and I decided to get help for my addiction. And I went to rehab. I went to the Betty Ford Center in Palm Springs, Palm Desert. So I went there for 30 days. I came back and I definitely had a grip. You know, this was about 4 years ago. I'll have 4 years of continuous sobriety from alcohol and drugs on November 1st. So coming up on my 4-year anniversary here. So I came back from treatment. My children were living with my family members, and I was kind of dropped back in to the world and had to kind of figure out where I was going to go from there. I had a business that I had taken over when my first husband had passed away, and it had grown into a multi-7-figure company, but it was not my vibe. I didn't like doing it. There were some problems in the company, and I had decided to shut it down and start doing what I'm doing now. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I knew that it somehow would, and I took a leap of faith. So in that process of coming into my own and starting that journey as a sober woman and, you know, having to prove to everyone around me that I had really changed and that I was fit to be a parent and, you know, lead my children and my family, I was getting a lot of judgment. I was getting a lot, as you can imagine, and it was all warranted. I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm not playing a victim here. I don't do that. I was getting a lot of judgment from other people. There were a lot, family members, friends. There was just a lot of shit being talked behind my back and to my face, where people just were like, you know, addicts don't ever fully recover. You're going to be, you're probably going to relapse, blah, 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 blah. And just, I felt like no one believed in me. And I felt like every decision that I was trying to make, which I knew was for the good of myself and my kids, was being judged. And I really was giving a lot of fucks about what people were saying. So every time I heard something negative regarding something that I was doing or a dream that I had, and it was shot down by someone, I would take that to heart. And I had a sponsor, excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my voice. I had a sponsor at the time who was helping me with my journey, you know, my sobriety journey. And I was at her house and I was crying and I was saying, like, look, I know that I've messed up. I know that, you know, I know that people have a right to judge me right now, but it's really hard because I'm trying to do my best and I feel like I'm being shot down. And she said this to me. She said this to me, and I'll never forget it. She looked at me in the eye and she said, Rebecca, you're giving too many fucks about what other people think. We need to help you become unfuckwithable. And I had never heard that term before, unfuckwithable. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I am giving too many fucks. It is time for me to let go of the opinions of other people and, you know, well-meaning or not, some people want to see you fail. Some people want you to do good, but they still, you know, shoot you down and make you feel bad because of whatever reason. I was like, I do need to become unfuckwithable. And that one word carried me through to now. And from that day 4 years ago to now, I shut down the multi-7-figure business that I hated. I walked away from it with no safety net. I cashed in some investments that I had, and I gave myself about 2 years to really build up what I wanted to do, which was to lead women to their next level. And I started doing that. And from that point to this point, I feel that I have truly become unfuckwithable. Nothing anybody says can get me down. You cannot fuck with this vibe. And I fully back myself in everything that I do, always. And I really feel like it's come full circle. And that word makes so much sense to me now. And so when I was thinking about what the next program I wanted to offer would be, I started to really vibe on how far I've come and the fact that I've helped hundreds of women also to get into this state of being unfuckwithable and putting themselves out there and promoting their business and making money doing what they love and creating a lifestyle that provides them with ample time for their family, ample time for their passions, and work that helps them, you know, that actually is like medicine to them. And so that word came to me about a month and a half ago, and I said, that's my new program, Unfuckwithable. I'm making it. And so that's why I did it. That's why you see me swearing on the internet, and that's why I don't give a fuck if you like it or don't like the name. It's gonna pull in the people that need it, and it already is. And I cannot wait to take a group of women through this journey with me. We start on November 1st, which is the anniversary of my sobriety. So that's my 4-year sober anniversary, sober birthday, if you will. My dog is behind me. And so it couldn't be more perfect. It's going to be completely magic. And if you're interested and you want to learn more about the course, I'll drop the link to the info page in the comments here. Check it out. It's 50% off if you come in by Friday. The price will go up to normal pricing on Saturday. So till the end of the day, Friday, you can get in for 50% off. There are payment plans. It's actually a low cost offer anyway to begin with. And my intention here is to get the women that you have a business or you're starting a business and you're still kind of nervous about putting yourself out there. You don't feel like you're fully in your power when it comes to promoting yourself. And you know that your ego is fucking with your vibe, and things that you think other people might say or judge is fucking with your vibe, and you want to become unfuckwithable. This is for you. Check it out. Let me know if you want to come in. DM me with any questions. I love you. Have a great day. Bye.